say, kids, what time is it?
Hey everybody, Keith here from GeekTime TV again, and boy did I see something that just... Usually Edson's the one who comes in with the comic book stuff, but I'm a fan of comic books too. I read comics, and I've been reading comics for, holy cow, 5 decades now, off and on for the most part. And I gotta say that I think they are at an all-time low, especially at the big two. And when you see things like this, it just makes you shake your head. I saw this on Bleeding Stool, bleedingcool.com. Is Marvel really killing off Spider-Man's Mary Jane Watson? Like, you know what? I mean, death in comics, whatever. They kill characters and bring them back all the time. That goes all the way back to beginning of time, if you will. It's what else is going to happen here that makes me just... Anyway, this is the solicitation for Amazing Spider-Man number 27 to be published in June, written by Zeb Wells and drawn by Ed McGuinness. Zeb Wells, we'll get into him in a second as well. Grief looms over Peter after last issue's shocking death. Spider-Man's villains are more than happy to keep him distracted. Your eyes don't deceive you. Dr. Octopus is back. So in this Amazing Spider-Man number 26, I guess we're going to find out that Peter Parker's a mutant. And then they're going to have a title called The Uncanny Spider-Man. And this whole run by Zeb Wells has been trash. It started right off the bat where Mary Jane's like married and has kids, and it's been dull, uninspiring. I've been toying with the idea of stopping reading it, except that, Amazing Spider-Man is one of the books I've collected since I was a mere tot in 1979 was the first time I picked up an Amazing Spider-Man book, which kind of makes me laugh. Some Twitter detractors who have just been attacking me this week about my views on Spider-Man. One guy said that I'm too young to understand. Well, I appreciate the compliment. I'm glad I look young to you. But the truth is, no, I'm not young, and I've been reading comics for almost 50 years. In fact, the recent argument I got into on Twitter was all these Spider-Man knockoffs. To me, and this started in the 90s with the Clone Saga, and it just goes on and on. I hate multiverses. I hate clones. And I could give two craps about future versions of, or past versions of, Spider-Man or any other character. Because, for the first 2 decades I was reading comic books, it was the same character. They didn't need to make contrived knockoffs. Now, who did make contrived knockoffs back then was a 14, 15-year-old me. I wanted to be an artist at the time, and I was doing my sketches, and look at this. I came up with an alternate Spider-Man. See, because this is how you think when you're, not fully developed, when you're immature, and you're like, oh, I have a great idea for a new original character. I'll make my own Spider-Man. He'll be orange and blue, and that's the costume I designed. And just to prove it, the date on the bottom here, penciled 11/9/84, inked and colored 11/15/1984. This is the kind of crap you do when you're a teenager, right? But that's not what we get from these so-called pro writers and pro artists at Marvel and DC these days. They're, hey, you get what you pay for, I guess, right? So Zeb Wells is going to do all this damage, further damage to the Spider-Man brand, and issue 26 will be my official last. I don't even know why I continue to read it this long. Who is Zeb Wells? Let's take a look. Well, Zeb Wells was a writer on the She-Hulk travesty. Yeah, and just this week, more Zeb Wells news, as he was named to write Deadpool 3. I can probably safely predict that Deadpool 3 is going to be dead on arrival. Yeah, the guy's terrible. He's a terrible writer, and he's just lent his his stank to the Amazing Spider-Man. Peter Parker's not a mutant, and you can keep all your variant Spider-Mans, and clearly you can keep Deadpool 3 as well. So just wanted to quickly share that little bit of more comic book travesty news with everyone, and we'll see when they reboot Spider-Man for, what would it be then, Volume 8, 7? There'll be a new number 1 after this, and they'll reset the whole damn thing again. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Please share your thoughts below. Please smash the like button if so inclined. And if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel. Thwip, 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 thwip. We'll see you next video. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up below. Also, please subscribe to GeekTime TV. It really helps us grow the channel. And make sure you hit that bell icon in order to receive notifications every time we drop new content here. You can also check us out on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at GeekTimeNet. Thanks again for watching. We will see you soon.
Say, kids, what time is that?